Dog in Grant Hill, Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Jeremy Grant.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've got Duren. Keegan Murray is out there with Williams. Then it's Shepard, and it's George in at the 1 spot. And for the Lakers, we've got Jeremy Grant, Wembanyama out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Grimes in at the 2. On paper, Clark, this is a mismatch, but the game is played on the floor.
I see where you're going with that, B.A., but I look at the talent disparity between these teams. It's wide and deep. It's a chasm. So I see no opportunity for any kind of surprise here.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Westbrook. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. The mood around the team right now on cloud 9, looking for their 13th win in a row.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
Butler's shot is good.
Excellent job getting that strong position inside. Butler doing work. Really nice.
Outside, Williams. There's the triple. And Cleveland another 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 6-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Cleveland shooting their first foul shot of the night. That's good from George. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
And Cleveland has possession, following the score by Los Angeles.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Westbrook outside. Butler against Murray. Pass to Grimes. And here's Wembanyama. Wide open. Can't get it to drop.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by Duren.
I just love the ball movement.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. George with a steal. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Now the Lakers moving it up. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, you watch Westbrook play, and he seems like he's relentlessly hungry and borderline angry. He never settles, always in full attack mode.
The Lakers making a switch here. Jerome's checked in. Achua's checked in for the Cavaliers. And pushing it up, here's Cleveland. Duren with it, now guarded by Butler. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Westbrook. It's good.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Achua gets the bucket.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Now here's LeVert. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
Here's George. 9-point game. Gets the three to fall. George has got 11.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Horford, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Grimes comes in for Grant. George for three. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Butler knows what he can do inside. That time erupting for a throwdown.
Hayes for three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Williams misses. Lakers trail by 9.
And given how well he shoots it from the line, this is not a good foul. Got to avoid that at all costs.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for Los Angeles, Jerome.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. George feels it out a bit. This one for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. George has got 14 points for the game.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
They've got Ty Jerome. Derek Jones is out there with Al Horford. Then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Grimes in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Jerome. Pass to Horford. Over Hayes. And rejected. They get it back. Shot clock at 6. Horford can't hit. Cleveland leading by 12. Here's Hayes. Stolen by Jones. He takes it in. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great. The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Jones. And it's Russell Westbrook in for LeVert. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Gay's checked in. Now here's Westbrook. 11 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Oklahoma City, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
I think for Cleveland, they've definitely made a statement here in the early going, outpacing some teams that were projected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with honor.
Here's Wesley. Pure from three-point range. Wesley's got 5 now.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Butler passes to Grimes. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Kicks it out to Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Westbrook has tremendous elevation for a guard. So athletic, and not only does he get high up in the air, he's strong while he's up there.
Now here's Achua. Pass to Rupert. And the layup is good. Rupert's got 5 points now this quarter.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. He gets it in there.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Here's Gay. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Westbrook outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
All sorts of time. That one is off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Jerome. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First and assist, and for the most part, they take good shots. Top 5 in field goal percentage. This is a coach who preaches efficiency.
And we've talked about the beautiful game before. When you think of that term, great ball movement, team chemistry, they both come to mind. And these guys exemplify both to a T with how many assists they rack up. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for the Lakers. George, good.
And just muscling it in, George, very aggressive.
Butler passes to Wembanyama. And he's going for the lob. And Westbrook slams it home.
Westbrook does not lack for style in finishing, and when you got his explosiveness, that's an easy thing to do.
Here's George. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Pass to Butler. The 3. Not going to go that time.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Now here's Duren. Puts up a 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, Duren becoming more comfortable with this shooting game.
And here's Butler outside. The 3 dropped in by Jimmy Butler.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here.
And the Lakers hit again from deep.
You know, he is really the soul and essence of this team. JB leading them in all facets tonight.
Williams from long range sends it home from three-point land.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And the Cavaliers, another 3. 9 seconds left in the half. And here's Butler outside. Fires in the triple. Butler's got 9 points in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so it's Cleveland liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very...
They've made it fun to watch. Some of the best players in the world doing what they do best, Ernie.
Yeah, when everything clicks, it... All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
I think for the Cavaliers, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew... Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what Keontae George has done in this one.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
On the court right now for Cleveland. They've got Shepard. Williams is out there with Keegan Murray. Then there's Jalen Duren, and it's George in at the point. And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Lakers trail by 15. Oh, nice shot by Grimes. Grimes has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant, moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Down low, lots of room, and Butler inside.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Let's take a look at the best rebounders around the league. Victor Wembanyama, third.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's George. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. George has got 18 points in the game.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Pass to Grimes. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, a great flush from Wemby.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 5.
Even though he hasn't lit up the scoreboard, I like how he's keeping others involved.
Left side Butler. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Yep, count it. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
And on the fast break, Murray is a threat. We know he loves cutting through any opposition and getting himself a shot.
Now here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. The 3. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to George. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Grant outside. Now here's Butler. George defending. And it's Butler with the jam.
Look, that's exactly what you want to see from Butler. He's at his best when he's attacking the rack.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third quarter. And here's Grant from the arc. Drills it from deep. Grant's got 7.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And Los Angeles making a change here. Jerome's checked in. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Hayes is checked in for Duren. Achua comes in for Murray. Gay's checked in for Williams. And it's Wesley in for Shepard.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Outside Wembanyama. On the wing, Grant. 7 points in the game. Good.
They have not attempted as many threes here in the second half, which I'm scratching my head about. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Over to the left wing. Here's Gay. And Cleveland another 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Lakers trail by 19. 36 seconds left to play in the third. To the inside. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Gay. Hay hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. He's got 7.
That's tough to take as a defender. You've got position and you still get beat.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
It's George on the wing. From deep. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot. They have to feel great going into the fourth.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Cleveland on top, running away with it. And right after this, we'll bring... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Derek Jones. Ty Jerome is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Butler, no good off the glass. The Cavaliers lead by 20. Hayes inside, pounded by Westbrook. Hayes' shot is good.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Jerome passes to Butler. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Wesley. Count it. Good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pass to Butler. Goes up on the baseline, and that one hits the back iron. And the Cavs shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear. Here's Gay, and there's a 3-second violation. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated, and of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions, but now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Grant's checked in.
A big night for Butler. We've seen him as the guy on a finals team, and Jimmy can definitely carry your offense.
Back to Westbrook. From 12 feet, deflected. Inside, here's Hayes. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
And the shot goes.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Duren with a steal. He's got a clear path. Here's Achua. Finished off the break.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Wembanyama comes in for Horford, and it's Grimes in for Jerome. Wembanyama finds Grant. Westbrook with it. Left side, Butler. It's deflected. Grant against Williams. George passes to Williams. And the jam by George.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Grimes. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Fires it. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Cavaliers.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And what a huge performance it was for Keontae George.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Shepard, that's good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Westbrook with the miss. And Cleveland has possession. And it's Hayes. That time on the assist from Williams.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
That free throw, no good.
Hey, you can't diminish Westbrook's triple-doubles, but just as important to me are the intangibles. His passion, his tenacity, his competitive spirit and drive. I mean, that infects the whole team in a positive way.
And it's Cleveland's ball. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Hayes for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And that one falls for Westbrook. He does not get the second one. Here's Rupert. Here's Wesley. On the money.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you